This is the Nooga Cowboy, and I'm about to tell you 3 reasons why I hate the Indian Scout 60. Time to preach. Hey everybody, the Nooga Cowboy here. Appreciate you tuning in. Hit that subscribe button and like this video. I appreciate you doing that, and I appreciate you checking me out. It's awesome, so thank you. Obviously, we're going to talk about the 3 things I hate about the Indian Scout 60. Number 1, fuel capacity. Fuel capacity on the Indian Scout 60. And I go ahead and give you a little hint. Most of my beef with this motorcycle is all about right here, right in this area, okay? So fuel capacity, 3.3 gallon tank, and I understand you get what you get with this genre, with the cruiser genre. I get that. You're not going to have, for the most part, a huge tank. So 3.3 gallons for me, and it can vary from rider to rider. For me, I get about 130 miles per tank. About 130 miles per tank, which I guess is not bad, but it's not great at all, especially if you're trying to do some longer rides. What does 130 miles get you? A couple hour ride, 2.5 hour ride? Again, it depends on how you ride, but that's number 1 for me. So Indian, please give me a little bit more gas, just a little more gas in the gas tank, so when I go out, I don't have to stop by the gas station. I just want to be on the road and ride my Jolene. Thank you very much. Beef number 2 with this motorcycle. Again, fuel related, but no fuel gauge. And I know with the Indian Scout and the Scout Bobber, no fuel gauge. So now what you do have is the dummy light. And you probably can't see it from right here, but it's right here. Once the light comes on, it's time to find a gas station immediately. Now I filled my tank up and I tested it out. I was going to run it till that light came on. And about 128 miles is when that light came on for me. So I said, that's why I haven't ran my gas tank completely out, because it's be dumb. It's not going to do that. So that's why I come up with the 130 miles per tank number. But you're not looking, once that light comes on, you're not looking at much time before you're just done. So a fuel gauge would be helpful. I would love to have, just let me know. I just want to know something. What am I working with here? And the third and final beef/complaint that I have with the Indian Scout 60 is just top end power. And let me tell you where I'm coming from. If you are familiar with this channel, you know I do a lot of test rides. So maybe it's not fair. If you're a beginning rider and you're looking at the Indian Scout 60, just stop the video right now. Well, actually, keep playing the video, just put it on mute. But for someone like myself who's rode a ton of motorcycles, different types of motorcycles, it's really not fair to compare, because 999 cc's, that's not a bad deal for this motorcycle. Hey, it's going to get you where you need to go. it'll do it quickly. Normal speeds, highway, interstate, you know, you're gonna be fine. I'm just saying for myself, having experienced some of that raw power out there, right now I wish I had more. So that's where my third beef comes from. Listen, I can get on the interstate and I'm 75, 80, 85. Well, actually I'm just doing the speed limit, wink wink. And there's no issues at all. I got plenty of throttle left. I can get where I need to go and everything's fine. But again, when you get up to the 1200 cc's and you're the 100 plus horsepower motorcycles, it makes a difference on that top end. And that's my third beef for the Indian Scout 60. I didn't put it at number 1 or number 2 because of what I said. You know, it's not fair for me to say that after riding all these motorcycles, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. In the long run, it's not going to be that big of a deal because this motorcycle is not it's not a touring motorcycle. It's kind of look cool, get out and about, ride around town a little bit. Go ahead and summarize what we talked about here. Number 1, fuel capacity, hate it. Number 2, no fuel gauge, hate it. And number 3, just need more power, just a little more top end power on this motorcycle. But it's an entry level motorcycle for Indian, so for an entry level motorcycle, it's a great motorcycle. And overall, I have no real complaints with this motorcycle. Say if I had to come up with 3, those are the 3 that I would choose. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a beginner, let me reiterate this. If you're a beginner, this would be a great motorcycle for you. When I first bought it, I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I would suggest it to a beginner because I would go the Honda 500 route. But I think this would be a good beginning motorcycle. If you've had some experience, at least a little experience with motorcycles. So there you go. There's my top 3 reasons I hate the Indian Scout 60. Once again, Indian motorcycle. Give me some more fuel for my tank so I can go riding a little longer. Check us out on Facebook. Actually, on the Facebook page will be changing here pretty soon, so that might be gone, but we'll have a new one up. I'll keep you informed on that. And Instagram, Nooga Cowboy, Instagram, check it out. Hopefully get our website up, get everything going. If you'd like to support the channel, hit the link below. Appreciate the love. It's nothing but love here. Nooga Cowboy, peace.